So, what's the real difference between a manager who just gets the job done and a leader who leaves a true lasting legacy? It really boils down to this one simple but super powerful choice. Do you solve the problem that's right in front of you today, or do you build up the person who can solve all the problems of tomorrow? Let's get into this, looking at some amazing insights from leadership coach Manu Sharma. It all starts in these little moments that, honestly, most of us just don't notice. We're not talking about the big, flashy project launches or the quarterly reports. No, it's in the quiet, fleeting interactions that happen every single day within a team. And these aren't some huge, dramatic events. They're subtle. They're the kind of interactions you might forget by lunchtime, but they hold the absolute key to a team's future health and really its potential. I mean, think about it for a second. Have you seen this happen? That brilliant person on your team who kind of hesitates before they share an idea. Or that thoughtful person who looks around, almost checking if it's okay for them to be passionate about something. Or, and this one's big, that rising star who's more focused on reading the room than on trusting their own gut. According to Sharma, these aren't just little personality quirks. They are critical data points. They tell you exactly where your team is really heading. Now, this idea isn't just some modern-day theory. It's actually a lesson that was learned the hard way by one of the most iconic leaders you can think of. So yeah, let's talk about Steve Jobs and a huge shift in how he saw the world. Well, the answer is you usually end up with some profound wisdom. I mean, it's one thing to read about leadership in a book, right? It is a completely different thing to learn it from the real-world consequences of your own actions. So in this talk he gave at MIT back in 1992, Jobs looked back at his first run at Apple. And back then, he was famous for being the smartest guy in the room, the one who would just jump in and fix everything himself. But after he was forced out, he had some time to think. And by the time he was running his next company, Next, his whole approach had completely changed. And this was the big lesson. Instead of just swooping in to fix the immediate problem, he realized his real job was to help his people learn and grow. That way the team could do incredible work for the next decade, not just for the next quarter. And that is such a crucial point. This wasn't some slick, pre-packaged leadership slogan, no. It was an admission. It was him acknowledging a past mistake, recognizing that his old focus on his own brilliance was actually holding everyone back. This was wisdom that he earned through some serious bruises. So why is this lesson from decades ago maybe more relevant today than ever? Well, it's because the world we live in right now actively works against this kind of long-term thinking. Our work culture today is just obsessed with speed. We want instant results, we live and die by our dashboards, and we're always chasing this illusion of perfect, flawless, immediate execution. All that pressure makes it incredibly tempting for any leader to just jump in and fix it instead of taking the time to actually teach. And this brings us right to the fundamental choice that every single leader has to make, probably multiple times a day. It's the choice between short-term control and long-term growth. Just look at the stakes here. On one side, you've got the short-term fix. Sure, it solves the problem right now, and maybe it proves you're smart. But what it really does is create a fragile team that completely depends on you. On the other side, you have the long-term view. That's what develops the person. It builds the entire team's confidence, and it creates real, lasting strength. And this quote, this gets right to the heart of why this matters so much on a human level. When a leader invests in someone for the long haul, it destroys that quiet fear. It sends this incredibly powerful message. You are not replaceable. Your growth matters. We are betting on you. And when that fear is gone, something truly remarkable happens. People stop wasting all their energy just trying to look good, and they start channeling that energy into actually being good. They show up as their real selves, as true contributors who are focused on moving the work forward, not just impressing the boss. So, you see, this isn't just about being a nice boss. This is a strategic decision. It's a choice with compounding returns that over time will define your true legacy as a leader. And here's exactly how it builds. When you invest in people, you're not just improving one person's skills. I mean, that's step one for sure. But then trust starts to deepen across the whole team. And with trust comes courage, the courage to take smart risks. And all of this together expands the entire team's capacity to solve bigger, way more complex problems, all without you. This completely redefines what it means to leave a legacy, doesn't it? It's not about the list of projects you shipped or the targets you hit. It's about the capability and the confidence that you built in other people. It's about the people who might one day even surpass you, all because you gave them the space to rise. And in the end, Sharma leaves us with this one powerful final question. You can build for today, for this quarter's dashboard, or you can build for the next decade. But only one of those paths actually leaves anything standing. Only one creates something that lasts, something resilient that stands strong long after all the noise has faded. The choice is yours.